I came into this race because I believe that Nigeria deserves better. I came into this race because I believe that that definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again, looking for a different result, has got to be stopped by somebody like myself. And I believe I'm best suited to be able to give an alternative to the insanity of repetition and lackluster leadership. I also believe that nobody I've seen proffers the kind of solutions that I would like to see my country bring to the fore, and the drive that is needed. And I believe at this point in time we need somebody with energy, with foresight, with a vision and a plan. And for me, that's the biggest motivation. This is my country, and like everybody in this country, I have the right to run for office, the highest office or the lowest office. It's constitutionally a duty that I have also to want to look at those issues that involve better leadership and get involved, like every young man and woman in this country should. Well, I bring, I think, a different kind of leadership. I'm not a politician, and I believe right now Nigeria needs somebody that's going to get us back to work, that's going to get us back into a state of safety, that's going to get us back to better roads, better education, and a sense of belonging to a great country, a uniter in chief, if you will. So for me, those are the skill sets I have as a businessman. Those are the skill sets I've had as a member of a big family. The ability to unite my business associates, all those that I work with. And I believe that skill set lies within me, and it's a gift, and not many people have that. That is what I bring to this, and I also believe that if you don't bring yourself forward when you see bad things happen, staying silent is really a sin. That sounds a little bit of a egotistical answer. If I was going to answer that directly, I think that I'm the sort of person Nigeria needs. I'm sure there are a few people that believe that they are uniquely qualified, but I believe I bring a different set of tools to retool Nigeria, to give a different direction, a hopeful one that is more inclusive, that brings women, that brings young people, that brings the middle-aged into leadership. And I think without that kind of person, we're going to get staid leadership, same old, same old. Again, that insanity of the politics that we've been living in for the last 30 years. I think together we can save this country. I don't think one man. I think you need a leader to win. And I believe, again, that if I actually didn't believe I could make a difference, there would be absolutely no point being in this race. There's a lot of lackluster opposition, and I think when you see over the next couple of months what I'm capable of doing, what I have done, and what I continue to do, Nigeria will realize they have a good, firm, patriotic leader that will bring the best out of this country. My plan is very simple, and it's to reset Nigeria. It's not to try to do everything, and it's not trying to be popular for everybody. As the saying goes, if you want to be popular, sell ice cream. I believe that my reset plan works on 4 stable legs of the foundation of this country: security, power, infrastructure, and those 3 things will deliver good jobs. And there's no deviation. That is the master plan. That is the Malik plan. Similar to the Marshall Plan of rebuilding Germany and Japan. We must stick to that plan, and everything else will work to our advantage once that is done. With insecurity, I have a different profile. I believe I understand the military-industrial complex. I believe I have a unique understanding of what Nigeria's military needs. I've been there. I've worked in other countries. I've understood what Nigeria's military needs. I understand what modernity needs, what the different architecture of our needs are, and not just the military, our civilian police force, to really integrate that. I believe there's local police that's needed, but there's a federal architecture that needs to be also understood. Because without that federal architecture, crossing lines within states it's going to be very easy. Without something similar to what the Americans have, like the FBI. The FBI does a federal job of interstate protection. Once you cross the border, it's now a federal crime. Within your state, you can control it. Those are the kind of things that we should put into play. It's not just generically saying we'll localize the police force. There's a lot more to this. And we have to have a crime system that works, a crime bureau that works. We have to have technology that brings those people so they're visible, fingerprinting, a technology center that uses triangulation of retina, voice, and fingerprint so that we can find people when they're missing. Insecurity is going to be tackled in so many different ways, but paramount is to curb this surge of criminal warfare, criminality of kidnapping. It's not terrorism, it's a crime. They're using it to get money, and we've got to stop this. A country that does not educate its people is a country going nowhere. An educated citizen and an involved citizen curbs insecurity, curbs voter fraud. Knowledge is key. So for me, it's really trying to go back to the crux of that matter, which is how do we stop our 4-year degrees going on for 7 years? How do we pay our teachers better wages so that they are committed to the task of teaching our children and delivering the best form of education? It's to use technology. Where education cannot be met in rural areas, to use technology, to use e-education, to be able to transmit educational material, no matter where you are, from the best schools in this country to the most rural areas around this country. And it can be done. We've tested it, we know it works, and we will deliver that as part of our manifesto when we're in office. If you look at the reset plan, everything that we do there is about jobs, whether it's security, getting better educated personnel in the police force, into our army, into our navy, into our air force, into our civil defense, our prisons, immigration, customs. We need more educated people, and we need to swell those task forces so that our borders are secure. We know when the good is happening, and we can also know when the bad is happening. So that is going to be an important part. When it comes for infrastructure, power, these are all job-driven things for young men and women in Nigeria to do. I'm a big technology fan. I believe that's going to create a lot of jobs. And I also believe that renewable energy, with the power it brings to Nigeria, with the use of the sun and the wind corridor, will create tremendous amount of jobs. And the multiplier effect of not just building the power, but distributing that power, and the power that goes to industry will bring better jobs and prosperity to Nigeria. I love the fact that these questions have come directly, and I hope I've answered them as directly as possible. I think every one of us in this battle for leadership of Nigeria will take the time to answer these questions, and more questions as they come. I believe that Nigeria needs a paradigm shift, a completely new road for us to be great, for our women, for our children, for our disabled, for our technologists, for a better country. And I believe Malik Ibrahim administration under the YPP is going to be the best way in which we can deliver that. Don't be worried about where we're going. Be worried about where the leaders that we pick, because they will give us the best direction. And if they don't proffer you solutions, don't vote them in. This is a competition for the best that Nigeria has to offer. It's not the age, it's not the money, it's the mind. And I pray that everybody does the right thing. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.